tickets for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fire in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'm Leaf Bach and glad to have you along on yourliveevent.com as we have got North Dakota Region 2 girls basketball from Central Valley Schools. It is the Mayport CG Patriots coming into town to take on the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. I'm Leaf Bach and Keith Meyer going to be helping us out tonight on the camera and a little bit of color as well as we have our two teams, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 1-6 on the season, while the Mayport CG Patriots are 3-4. I had a chance to talk with both of the coaches, so we'll be getting to that in just a little bit, and that'll be part of our Irie Insurance pregame show coming your way in a little bit. We've also got a bunch of other features coming your way for the night, and we can't forget to thank Tim Cassette Seed Sales for their help on the scoreboard. Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Call him for your seed sale needs, 701-430-0877. Towards the end of the game, we've also got our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, along with the Postgame Connection brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company and RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. So that'll all be coming up here tonight on yourliveevent.com, powered by Halstead Telephone Company, along with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. I'm Leaf Bach, and we have the Irie pregame show coming your way in just a little bit. Stay tuned for Region 2 North Dakota basketball.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts share this message to all community members about building assets in your community. Hi, this is Hayden Allen. Young people grow strong through positive relationships with adults. It only takes a small investment of time to truly make a difference in a young person's life. You can help build up a young person by taking just a minute to give them words of encouragement and advice, making them feel the true impact they have in the community. A message provided by everyone at Hillsboro and Central Valley School District.
Thanks for being on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken, and we're glad you're tuned in during this, what is normally a Christmas break for these kids. Turns into a few games coming on, and Mayport CG coming to Central Valley School to take on the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, as this is your Irie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. Visit Irie Insurance online at IRYINS.com. That's IHRYINS.com. As we're going to get things started with the Mayport CG Patriots head coach Sean Moore in just a second. Just a couple of things. This is the only game this week, Keith, so we had some cancellations, postponements on your live event with other games. Hillsboro was supposed to be at Richland and for the boys' side of things, and then Mayport CG was supposed to be at Was it Northern Cat? No, they were supposed to be at Maple River Co-op is where they were supposed to be down at Tower City. So those games postponed, moved around because of the weather, but this one stayed on because the wind quit blowing and it quit snowing just in time. And on that note, the Mayport CG Patriots were able to make it over here to Buxton, North Dakota, and see the Burros here. And we will hear now from Coach Sean Moore from his 3-4 Patriots. On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leaf Bach and talking with the head coach of the Mayport CG Patriots, Coach Sean Moore. And Coach, you guys 3-4. We're in the middle of this Christmas New Year break, and so what's your take on having a game in the middle of a break, kind of? Is it get the girls back in shape quickly and play a game before the new year, or how's that go?
You know, it really is. We haven't had a practice since last Monday. We were supposed to practice last night, and the weather kind of prohibited that. So we're coming into this game without practicing for a little over a week, and it's kind of interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, who maybe did a little bit on their own over the last week. And then we don't have another game until next Monday, and after today, we're not practicing again until we have a game next Monday. So, you know, we'll see how things go. I don't think hopefully we can't fall too far out of shape, but, you know, we've got 3 games next week, and we'll just have to see how things go, I guess.
Talk a little bit about your last game against Richland. A pretty commanding win, 30 points, 66-36. So talk about that and what you want to take from that game and bring here to Central Valley.
It was, you know, that game was kind of interesting. I didn't expect it to be that kind of a game. We were down 6 at the end of the first quarter, and we started really pressuring the ball and had success with that, and went from a 6-point deficit to I think a 17-point lead at halftime. So it was, you know, the pressure that we don't have a lot of height, so the speed and quickness and defense has to be really good up towards the front. And that night it definitely was. You know, we're playing against Megan Rube, and she's a tough player, and she had 17 that night, but we kind of held her in check a little bit. I was really happy with the way we were able to press, with the way we were able to move the ball around and play team defense, and we actually made some free throws that night. That was the first, I think we shot 70% that night, which is, I think, probably the first time we've been over 50 all year. So hopefully things are kind of starting to fall into place as far as that goes, but definitely that Richland game was something that we can build off of going forward.
You talked a little bit about height, where you might have been at a disadvantage against Richland, but tonight you have a slight advantage over Hillsboro Central Valley. A couple of girls, you have 5'10", 5'9". Do you think you'll be able to use that a little bit against this Borough team? I'm
hoping so. You know, we're usually, you know, the games that we've played so far this year, we've been at a height disadvantage, and we've played some tough teams. We've played Grafton and Central Cass and Northern Cass, and you know, those are good teams. And in every one of those games, we were at least a slight disadvantage. So hopefully tonight, you know, our post players aren't really used to having a little bit of an advantage. So hopefully they'll take advantage of it. And you know, it's still early in the year, and we're trying to get better every game. So, you know, if we can expose a little bit of a weakness, you know, in the low post area, or if we can, you know, get some shooting done from the outside for at least a short time, you know, I think we'll be successful.
You've got a couple of, let me see here again, 4 seniors and 3 juniors. The rest of them are sophomores, no freshmen. Do you think that helps you out? You kind of get to work with those sophomores, that you get to work with them, and then they get to see the leadership as well. But you're a little bit light kind of in all spaces.
Yeah, we're a young team, but kind of the core group of our team is the sophomores. We had, you know, on a normal night, we start 3 sophomores and 2 juniors is on a normal night. we're a little short-handed tonight, but our core group is that younger group. They've been playing basketball together for a long time, and they're an exciting, fun group of kids to watch. And it kind of, with the seniors that we have and the juniors that we have, they're kind of those sophomores with the speed that they play with. They kind of bring everyone else along, and it really gets everyone going. So, and that's kind of what happened with Richland the other night. That was, everything kind of got going, and everyone was able to stay on board with it. So, that sophomore group, that's kind of our core group. So, and they played a lot last year as freshmen. So, we're young, but we do have pretty good experience.
Last question for you, Coach. Anybody we need to be really watching for tonight on your live event?
On our side, I'd say Reagan Zerfus is one to watch. She's kind of a rebounding machine. We're going to have some kids step up and do the scoring, and I really think Mesa Larson is due for a big night, and I think Brooklyn Growth could be due for a big night too. So it'll be interesting to see. We're missing Riley Satram tonight. She's our leading scorer, and it's going to be interesting to see who wants to step up and take that role a little bit tonight. To be honest with you, I really don't know who's going to step up, but those three need to step up.
Coach Sean Moore of the Mayport CG Patriots. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. The story is told that the lumberyard in Hillsboro has been continuously operating on this same location since 1881. That means that although it has changed its name, appearance, and ownership a few times, we've been in business for 140 years. Proudly part of the Hillsboro community as one of the original businesses founded on serving our neighbors. And wouldn't you know, that business model still works after all this time. With a focus on customer service, Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you.
Today's sponsorship is provided in part by Anderson Cutting Horses, Roger and Connie Anderson. They wish all boroughs the best in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities this school year. Roger and Connie Anderson of Anderson Cutting Horses are proud to have the students of Hillsboro and Central Valley represent our communities. Good luck, boroughs, in all that you do. From Roger and Connie Anderson, Anderson Cutting Horses.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leif Bakken with the head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Haley Lout. They're 1-6 on the season, and Coach, I asked Coach Moore the same thing. It's kind of a weird time because we're in this transition, Christmas break into the new year. What have you guys been doing to try to kind of keep in the roll of things, or have you been able to get any practices in?
Yeah, so our big thing was kind of look back. What were we doing wrong in that first season? And kind of look at film and kind of just break everything down. And what we kind of noticed right now is our defense is good, but we're still giving up 70 points on our opponents are getting it. So we talked about it. Why are we giving that many points up? And we kind of looked at it as our turnovers have been a huge thing. So we focused on passing, making those pass fakes and making strong passes, and not having so many turnovers. And if we can kind of make those turnovers a little smaller, we're not making as many, I think we'll be good to go, and we're not going to be giving up that 70 points every night.
Your last game was against Larimore at the Heck, and so what were some of the things you saw in that game you'd like to carry into this one?
Yeah, the girls were very aggressive. They wanted to score, and that's a big thing I want to carry on into this game, is that we've got to look to score. Eventually, our shots are going to start falling. We've been working on that all break, too, is getting those shots up and different finishes and how to finish when we have contact, too. So I want that aggressiveness to come into this game. Another thing was our energy. Our energy was huge that last game, and so if we can continue on and we just start doing those little things right, I've got good hope for those girls, and it'll be a good game.
One of the things I noticed is you guys match up pretty closely to Mayport CG. They've got a few that 5'9", 5'10". You've got a few that are 5'9", so it might be a battle kind of underneath the basket.
Yeah, we've got to be strong, and we've got to be able to defend those taller girls too. So yeah, it's going to be a battle, and we've just got to be strong and have that help side too, and help those girls out.
In your mind, is this a winnable game?
Yeah, we got to play strong. They're a good team. They're young like us too, but they're aggressive, and we've got to play at their level and play equally aggressive. But if the girls do the little things right, we're in that game.
And the last thing for you is, since the last time we talked, since that last game, anybody we need to be watching for, or any special keys you think that have really come out in the last few weeks?
Yeah, big thing has been our aggressiveness. Tessa Johnson, we told her tonight, you're only playing 2 quarters. We liked what we saw with Larimore with her defense and talking. She brings a lot of energy, so we're hoping to bring that into the game tonight and kind of keep that. Just the girls in general, I thought, have all become a little more aggressive in the last few weeks. So it's going to be fun to kind of see who's going to be the highlight tonight and who's going to go off. I think it could be any one of these girls, which is exciting.
Coach Haley Loud of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. We heard from both our coaches. We're getting ready to do the national anthem, and we'll be getting to your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups in just a bit. Thanks to Irie Insurance for supporting and sponsoring the pregame show for all your insurance needs. Visit Irie Insurance online at IHRYINS.com. We've got tip-off coming your way after this.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
As your community-owned utility, we always power through challenges. And in the face of any challenge, the City of Hillsboro remains unwavering in our commitment to you. We power both your life and work, whether that means hot cocoa with the family in the morning or a hot deadline at work that leaves the lights on a little longer at night. We're here with safe, reliable, clean energy. The City of Hillsboro, empowering our community.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bach, and as we get prepared here for the American Crystal Sugar starting lineup, which you just saw a nice little commercial for them as they wrapped up a good beet harvest around here. And so congratulations to those farmers and another good season. As we get rolling here, American Crystal Sugar, number 3 is Mesa Larson. She's a guard at 5'6" and a sophomore for this Mayport CG Patriots team. Number 5 is Brooklyn Growth, which we heard Coach Moore talk about. She's a 5'4" junior and a guard on this team. Number 23 is Kate Bradner, a 5'10" junior and a forward. While number 24 is Madison Anderson, who's a 5'5" senior and a guard. And last but not least, we heard Coach talk about number 32, Reagan Zerfis, a 5'7" sophomore and forward for the Patriots. Once again, the head coach is Sean Moore, assisted by Kelly Domier, and they are 3-4 on the season in their lovely Patriot Road Reds with the white numbers. As we switch over to the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, who are 1-6 on the season, head coached by Haley Lout, Olivia Anderson as the assistant coach. Number 3 is Tatum Limke. She's a 5'7" senior and guard for the Burros. Number 11 is Stella Benson, a 5'6" senior. She is a forward on the roster. Number 24, Kennedy Olson. She's a freshman, a guard and forward, listed at 5'5". We've seen good things from this freshman and continue to see good things. Talking about good freshmen, number 25 is Haley Smeldon. She is a guard and forward, standing at 5'8". And last but definitely not least, we saw her really do a good job in the first game that I was in Hillsboro for, and that's Matea Aaron. She wears the number 33. She's a 5'8" junior and a forward for the Burros. As we have North Dakota Region 2 girls basketball. And that is your American Crystal Sugar starting lineup. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. I'm Leaf Bakken. Keith Meyer is standing by on the camera, and we are underway as Benson had a piece of it, but the Patriots will be the ones to take the ball away first. This is Larson driving on the near side wing. She gets it bumped away from her and gathers it back up. Good job by Olson trying to guard her tightly, but it'll be just a little bit too tight. She'll get called for the foul, first one of the night between our two teams. And Keith, I'm probably in radio mode. The last game I did was Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal, and Fertile Beltrami a couple weeks ago, so I don't need to explain everything as we see that far side wing shot go up from Larson. No good, and rebound is loose. Goes off of Smeldon on the near side base or sideline. That's what that is. Anderson looking for somebody to go into. Larson will be the one to take over as Olson guards her. That's Olson with an E-N, Larson with an O-N. From the elbow, trying to do a little dump pass, but it'll be taken away. Credit that steal to Limke as she brings the ball down the floor. Here's the shot by Olson on that far side, trying to look to draw first blood. No good. Rebound comes down to Growth in the first quarter, and now we're going to have another foul. This time it's going to be put on Smeldon. So 2 fouls on the home team, none on the Patriots who are visiting tonight. And we've got Goose Eggs up on the board. Approaching 7 minutes to go. Here's a nice kick out and 3-point on the way. Rolled in and out, no good. Rebound is loose. Still loose, and we'll finally credit that to Bradner. Anderson. Bradner, and then the shot from Anderson. Off the mark, and rebound comes down to Limke. She'll pass it back for Olson to bring up, the freshman. Hand off to the junior Aarons. 3-point wing shot on the way, no good. Rebound falls down to Larson. She'll bring it up quickly. She's going to drive into the lane, get triple teamed, kick back out. Anderson on that nice little baseline, kind of a just outside the block shot, and score first. The assist to Larson, and we are 2-0. Aarons with kind of a slide over, but it's going to be stolen away here by Zerfis. Larson has it over on that far side, brings it to the top. Zerfis, Anderson picks up her dribble, and nice job by Limke, putting a little pressure there, but it'll be regathered by Bradner. She's the tallest player out there. As the steal for the Burros, and Olsen drives and scores to tie things up. Nice job by the freshman Kennedy Olsen. 5:45 to play in the first quarter of North Dakota Region 2 girls basketball. Larson trying to drive in against Olsen, who's doing a good job standing her ground, and it goes out of bounds out the baseline and will be a turnover.
Nice start fundamentally for the Burros.
Yeah, I would agree with that. As a timeout is called, we'll take a timeout as well. Wrapped up at 2 with 5:41 to play in the first. We'll be right back.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
2-2 is the score on YourLiveEvent.com. Burros and the Patriots in Region 2 North Dakota basketball. I'm Leaf Bach, and Benson finds Smeldon on the inbound pass after that 30-second timeout. Benson will have it up on top. It'll be poked away and stolen by Anderson. She's going to drive. Benson goes up against her. No foul, but the points are good. And that's all that really matters. She probably would have liked to get the points as another steal as that ball's poked away. Patriots driving in. Larson off the glass and in. As another timeout to be taken. Coach Haley Lout says, get over here. We need to talk about that. We just came out of this timeout, and we need to roll. 5:14, 6-2, Patriots.
Keep your body and your wallet healthy during this cold and flu season with savings at your locally owned Health Mart Drugstore Hillsboro Drug and Give. Get rid of that annoying cough with Delsum 12-hour cough relief, just $9.99. Health Mart Adult Tussin Mucus and Chest Congestion, $4.49. If migraines knock you down, get the 24-count Excedrin Migraine Pain Reliever for $3.99. Remember, flu shots are available at Hillsboro Drug and Gift, and they accept Hillsboro Christmas cash, too. Your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy, Hillsboro Drug and Gift, Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
6-2, Patriots lead the Burros as we approach the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. Olsen was trying to drive through two players, and it will be stolen away once again as Larson shoots. It rolls, and a lucky roll in. Make it 8-2. A couple of substitutes during that timeout for both teams. We'll talk about those in just a bit as the Burros drive to the other end. Olsen gets stopped on the baseline. She's trying to find somebody, and there's a good job. That is Zerfis grabbing the ball and making, I wrote down that wrong, and making Olsen work for it as we see the famous Burrow line change. Looks like we've got Maddie Olsen in there along with Megan Ensign.
Let's play hockey.
Yeah, put a little ice down and, well, that'd just be dangerous in here. Ahrens hands off the ball to Olsen. Ball almost taken away. There's Sari in there. She tries to do a nice little hook shot underneath. Won't get it. Larson comes up with the rebound for the Patriots. Trying to pass up ahead to Groth. Kicks it back. Zerfis is there, and now a nice little toss back. This one will not work out for the Patriots, though, as a foul will be called. This will be the first foul on the Patriots. That'll go on Zerfis. 4:25 to go. That is Dovenmuller with the ball. Up to Sari. Now Ensign, and now 10 seconds going to be called. And that's one of the nice things about the shot clock, Keith, is you're able to look up and as an official, and you should still be counting that, don't get me wrong, but you're able to look up at the shot clock and say, oh yeah, it's been past time.
Right. They're instructed to do their own count, but yeah, it gives them a point of reference.
Nice three-point shot there for Groth to put into the scorebook. Makes it 11-2 with 4:04 to play. Little pressure put on by the Patriots. Aaron stops, passes to Dovenmuller. She'll drive ahead. Now this is Maddie Olsen on the pop and go. Nice job, Maddie Olsen. See what the Patriots can do now as they bring the ball. Here's Groth on this near side wing. She'll stop, looking for three to respond once again. No good, but a nice job by Bradner on the rebound and the putback. her first points of the night, make it 13-4, 3:30 to play in the first. Dovenmuller trying to find Sorry. This one goes off of the official. The official is part of the court, just like the official is part of the field in the football game, just like the hockey official is part of the ice, all of that. So he tried to get out of the way, not to influence that, but sometimes it happens. We'll go back to our original 5. As I say that, actually we see McKenna Dickoff is out there in place of Aarons. This is Kennedy Olson on the drive, off the glass, and good. Scoring to make it 6-13, 3:10 to play in the first. Kinsey Hansen, she checked in wearing the number 4, and this one, it was tipped as Bradner saved that. Zerfus. Ball was sent to the baseline and a foul. So third team foul for the Burros. That's the second on Kennedy Olson. Zerfus gets the ball bounced into her. So the assist will go to Hansen, and Zerfus will make the points and get to go shoot the extra one. Hattlestead, who is in there, is replaced by Tessa Johnson as Zerfus makes the one and only free throw. Smeldon gets the ball from Benson. Now Dickoff back to Benson. Kick up ahead. Smeldon, it's a 1-on-2 situation. Up to Olson, and she'll kiss the glass and get the points. Great job there. Way to break that press. I mean, that's just about how you do it, Keith. You pass right up ahead, just do a little weave passing, and that's good basketball. Smeldon comes up with the steal. Benson trying to launch it up ahead, finds Olson, and she's able to make the points again. Give Benson the assist. Smeldon gets the steal to make that play happen, and it's a 6-point game with 2:20 to go as this one's knocked away. As I say it's knocked away, it's actually a foul put on Kennedy Olson, her third, so we've got 2:20 to go in the first. She's already racked 3 of them up and 5 team fouls. This will prompt Addison Sorry to come in, the 5'2" 8th grader.
You've got to understand your situation. You got 2 fouls in the first quarter already. You just can't afford to be reaching for the ball, slapping at it, and things like that.
Hansen tried to pass on the baseline, and it's knocked away by the Burros. I believe it was Dickoff who was the one. As the Patriots try to get it in. The ball is brought in. That is to Allie Stromsit. She's a 5'9" junior and a forward for this Patriot team. She's got 2 shots coming her way with 6 fouls now on the Burros. And that is the first one on Tessa Johnson. First one made, second one missed as the battle for the rebound. A foul will be called, I believe, on the Patriots. So it will be called on Stromsit.
Yeah, Dickoff had good position in there. Stromsit trying to get the ball, just kind of mowed her over, and that's foul.
So the Burros have an opportunity here, down by 7 as we approach 2 minutes to go. That's Benson on the far side. Pretty good defense put on by the Patriots. Smeldon gets a catch and go, puts it up. We'll call that a rebound for Stromsit. She's driving, goes up, no foul called. Rebound for Zerfus. Another offensive rebound and then kicked out. Here's Smeldon with the rebound, and she's going to drive. One-on-one situation. Stop, pop it from the elbow. No good. Rebound falls down to Hansen. Shot going to be on that wing side, and then it's Smeldon with the rebound with 1:20 to go. 7-point game on our hands. Dickoff trying to drive in, and then as she does so, Hansen gets in the way, grabs the ball, and that is a jump ball. So looks like we've got some returning players. Yeah, it looks like our starting lineup for the Patriots here as Larson will bring the ball down the floor. Sorry will be the one to defend her. Screen and roll, beautiful roll, and then fouled. That's Dickoff. Trying to do her best, Keith. She's a little bit smaller, and again, talk about, let me see, that was Bradner, who is the tallest player out there. So it's tough when you're standing at 5'9". You're listed as 5'9". I don't know if McKenna Dickoff's that tall, actually.
No, I don't think so. That was just a picture-perfect pick and roll. Set a good, solid screen, rolled to keep the defender behind her, and she had clear sailing to the basket until Dickoff helped out from the weak side.
2 misses from the free throw line. Benson with the rebound and comes up with the ball. Wing shot on the way, maybe blocked. I don't know if it just rolled off her hands wrong as the rebound falls down to Anderson, who will bring the ball up the floor. Sorry trying to guard her as best as possible. She stops. She'll pop a long two-pointer off the back, as many of the high schoolers used to call it, the brick. Rebound is offensive and goes to Larson. Great job by Groth on the offensive rebound and kick back in. Taken away and now tied up on the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. Jump ball in favor of the Burros. Nice job by Sari to grab that one off of her opponent. Now trying to go up ahead. It'll be taken away by Zerfus. And then it'll be a foul here. Team foul 8. First one on Benson. And so it's tough, Keith, when you're in the first quarter and you're approaching that 10 mark already. But luckily you're close to the end of the first.
Yeah. On that inbounds play, the last 2 in a row, Benson has tried to get the ball into the girl in the middle directly, and that just isn't there. It's like the coach told her, get it to the middle, so she's going to throw it to the middle regardless of who's there.
Second shot missed for Larson, but the rebound is offensive to Zerfus. Another shot put up, and now another offensive rebound. Burrows letting them have a lot of chances. That was Anderson, and then the foul here will be called on Zerfus as she jumps over the top, right? Zerfus, I think, jumps over the top for her second foul, team foul 3, as we have just under 10 seconds to play. Hattlestead comes back in. This one goes over the top of that's one of the Burros, and then this one goes out of bounds. Unfortunately there for Groth, having her foot on the sideline. 10-point deficit here for the Burros, and they've got 4 seconds to try to make that up, but luckily they've got a whole another quarter in this half to make it happen. Little confusion on that end for the Burros as we come to the close of number 1. Hillsboro Central Valley 10-20 for the Mayport CG Patriots. We move on into quarter number 2 after this on yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
The Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard shows us the Mayport CG Patriots 20, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 10. I'm Leif Bach and Keith Meyer running our camera and color tonight. Appreciate his help and coming up to Buxton, North Dakota, to Central Valley School in the bitter cold, Keith. We appreciate you. As the Patriots will start with the ball, that's Larson. Trying to kick it back is Stromsit. And running back to grab it, and it'll be Bradner as a over and back is called. So turnover and an opportunity here to close that 10-point gap for the Burros. Hattlestead finds Smeldon. This goes to Johnson as she gets tripped up, and a foul will be called on the Patriots. Only their 4th team foul compared to 8 on the Burros, so the Burros are going to have to be careful. That will be the second one on Stromsit. First one of this quarter. As I switch my colored pens, ball comes in, stolen away by Larson, doing a good job jumping up. This one goes ahead to Groth. Groth goes up, puts the ball in, and she gets fouled. Right after I said, Keith, that they need to be careful on the fouls, they get team foul 9.
Yeah. Fundamentally, somebody has to be aware that they need to stay back and stop that fast break. Right now, they're kind of crashing the boards or standing around on top. And Mayport's just sending a flyer down there. Burros have to get back and take care of that.
Ball is put in for Groth to make it a 3-point play, 23-10, as that pressure is put on again by the Patriots. Benson kicks it back, and now it's taken away by Bradner. She'll stop, kick back. Groth thought about the 3. Ball worked around by the Patriots. Bradner to Groth. Long 3-pointer on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound falls offensively to Stromsit. In and out, no good again for the Patriots. And then stolen back. Put up, there's Larson. Burrows trying to make it past this. This is Ensign driving. Also out there is Sadie Gallagher, a freshman. Now it's in Benson's hands. Maddie Olson trying to set a couple of picks. Trying to get it over there to Dovenmueller. Olson on the baseline, bounces it off of... Oh, I thought she bounced it off the foot of her opponent, but it went off of her own foot, and we will see another change again. Ahrens, Limke, Smeldon, Hattlestead, and Dickoff on the floor for the Burros. Larson will bring the ball down for the Patriots with a 25-10 lead, 6:25 to play in the first half. Larson takes it solo, drives in and out, no good. Ahrens comes up with the rebound. Limke up ahead to Smeldon. Smeldon puts it through the strings. Her first points of the night, and Limke with a good assist. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Patriots looking for a 3-point shot. Nothing but net as it hangs in there for a little bit for Anderson. Limke trying to drive past her opponent, who happens to be Stromsit. It'll go out of bounds off of Limke, and the Patriots will get another chance with the ball, up 28-12. Larson, pass to Anderson. Gets stopped. Bradner. That was a good job by Stromsit cutting through. She's a smaller post player, but we heard Coach Moore talk about how he has some smaller players as Larson drives in, and a good shot. Stolen by Larson. No jump ball called. She'll get the ball back. Bradner takes a long free throw shot, a little high off the backboard. Smeldon comes up with the rebound. Driving in, too hard off the board. Rebound falls to Larson defensively. Long, a 3-point shot, a little bit awkward there for Larson, but she was left open, so she thought she might as well take it. And on that note, there's 5 minutes to play. It's 33-12, 1 minute timeout coming your way on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard shows the Patriots leading the Burros 33-12 on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bach and Keith Meyer with me as we are at Central Valley School, just a little bit east of Buxton, North Dakota. As Limke is trying to get the ball away, and now a foul will be called. I was expecting that foul to be called sooner, as I thought Groth used her body, but that's why I'm up here and the official is down there wearing the stripes. And then that'll be team foul 5 for the Patriots. First one on Groth.
Burrow's trying to sneak a fast break in there before the official had the ball.
Johnson trying to turn the corner as she kind of lost control. No travel called. So I'm going to go with fumbled ball is what that would officially be called, even though the official didn't give that signal. Dickoff trying to get away, and that's Groth grabbing for it, so a jump ball will be called. I kind of like the aggressiveness that Brooklyn Groth is bringing to the floor here. They want to solidify this lead, up 33-12, just under 4.5 to play in the first half. It is Hillsboro Central Valley ball. Ahrens will be the one to inbound. This one comes in at the top to Limke. She fakes, finds Smeldon on this near side, goes up and the shot clock only reset to 20 seconds. Yeah. So let me mark down the rebound there, and then things were just a little bit offset, and now we're ready to go. Ensign steps in, Limke steps out. Coach Lout giving everybody a chance to play here in this game against Mayport CGs. The Patriots bring the ball down the floor. Larson with it on that far wing. Another good pick and roll for Bradner. She's finding herself open. Good punch out by Johnson. That's how you taught him, Keith, right? Yeah, that's a solid pick and roll.
You tried to teach him that. You tried to get him to do that. The thing on the defense that the Burros need to do is all they have to do is take a step over in front of Bradner, and they'd intercept the pass in there.
Wise words from a old Burro coach as we approach 4 minutes to go. There were some substitutes, and we'll get their names in here as they receive the ball. Larson on a nice drive on her own, taking that one in. Ensign being guarded closely by Isabel Parker, a 5'6" junior. This one taken away. This is Larson drive in and make the points. 4 steals for her and 14 points for Larson, and another timeout called by Coach Haley Lout. 3:43 to go. Tim Gazette Sales scoreboard says 37-12 in favor of the Patriots.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro's Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the Burros. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club encourages everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro Central Valley students. Go Burros!
Only 3:43 until our Farmers Union Insurance halftime show on yourliveevent.com. But Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard says 37 Patriots, 12 for the Burros. I'm Leif Bach, and thanks for being on yourliveevent.com. Ensign and the Burros trying to break that press. It's taken away once again by Larson with 5 steals now. She just had her 4th before we went to that timeout. This one tapped away, and as I say that, it'll be Ahrens getting her first foul, according to my stats. Team foul 10, so we're shooting the double bonus here. Keith Meyer helping out on the camera and color commentary, and we talked about this, Keith, where Kennedy Olson kind of racked him up a little bit too fast, and you got to appreciate the aggressiveness, but you got to make sure that they're smart fouls, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. again, that's game situation awareness. I think the Burros have really missed Olsen on the floor since she went out, because that's when things kind of went south in a hurry.
As we say that, Smeldon finds Johnson up ahead, almost loses the ball, gathers it up on that far block, trying to find a pass that's knocked away, falls into the hands of Maddie Olsen, can't quite get it to go in the basket, and the rebound falls down to Alexis Morowski. Trying to go, Larson kicks it back out to Parker, and this one will go over the top of the scoreboard, or the backboard, so that'll be out of bounds off of the Patriots. Benson trying to find somebody before she runs out of time. This one tipped away and stolen now by Parker. Trying to get it underneath. Larson drives, and she'll go to the line one more time.
Benson felt the 5 second inbounds rule kind of creeping up on her, and she started to panic a little bit, and that's the worst thing you can do. You're much better off, if you can't get it in, just eat the ball, take the 5 second violation, and then get your defense set up.
A miss and then a make for Larson. Make it 40-12, just under 3 minutes to play. And at this point, Keith, if you have some timeouts, you could call a timeout in that situation, too, when you feel that pressure. As Smeldon was driving in, it's going to be taken away. I'm going to credit Larson with the steal as she brings the ball down the floor. Johnson playing some tight defense. We heard in the pregame from Coach Lout that she was going to get a couple of quarters. Nice wing shot for Larson as that rattles in. She's got 16 on the night. No, she's got more than that. Looks like 20. 2.5 to play as Benson needs to dribble the ball and finally does. 42-12. Smeldon trying to go. It's knocked away and into the hands of Hansen. Larson trying to drive around. Nice little pop-up shot there by Morowski. And then Smeldon comes up with the defensive rebound. Benson to Olsen. Now Aaron's on a baseline shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound falls down to Parker. This will be Hansen in charge of the Patriots to lead the charge. Now over to Larson. She'll go for a baseline drive. Now she'll back out. Gets a screen from, that's Zerfis, who I believe checked in just recently. Probably in that last time out. Three-pointer no good for Larson as the rebound is offensive for Zerfis. And now a foul going to be called as the entire crowd says, ooh.
No, that was the right instinct by Smeldon. I mean, that was a long pass out of the corner. She just needed to be a half step closer, and it would have been a great play. She'd have been going to the other end looking for a layup.
Parker looking for 2 shots, misses the first as we've got substitutes coming in. Looks like we'll see Hattlestead, and there's Kennedy Olsen. Benson and Maddie Olsen will take a seat. We're also going to see the return of Anderson for the Patriots as Larson gets a well-deserved break there, Keith. She was doing a really good job for this Patriot team. Second one off the back of the rim, no good. 0 for 2. Aarons comes up with the defensive rebound, and that pressure is put on. Hattlestead trying to bring the ball up the floor. Does so. Finally gets across half court, and there's Kennedy Olsen. Smeldon on the wing. Tries to drive. She'll pop it. High archer. Bounces off the rim and falls to the hands of Anderson. And now they'll bring the ball up the floor. She'll take the ball back from her friend. Here's a drive by Hansen. Offensive rebound and a putback. Nice job for Morowski. I'm sorry. Under a minute to play, 44-12. Hattlestead double teamed, and then Smeldon was waiting for the pass, which is gives Zerfis the opportunity to go in and drive. 46-12. Olsen going to take it herself. Splits the defense, can't get it, no foul, and the rebound comes down to Zerfis. Anderson bringing the ball up against Johnson. Passes to Hansen on that far side. Olsen trying to push through that pick. 3-point shot on the way, just a little bit shy. Hits the rim. Smeldon comes up with the rebound. This one taken away. Parker goes up for it. And now here's Hattlestead with the rebound. As Hattlestead brings the ball, she travels. with 10-4, I should say, to play.
You work on that a lot in practice. Is when you need to stop your dribble, jump stop. Do the jump stop, because then you can decide which pivot foot you want, and you keep yourself out of trouble.
Patriots looking to put at least 2 more up, I imagine, here before time expires. Here's a shot put up by Morawski. I'm going to get that right tonight, folks. Morawski with the points, and then time expires. And so we have come to the end of 2 quarters, also known as 1 half. It is the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros with 12 and 48 for the Mayport CG Patriots on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. We'll be coming back with some halftime statistics and just a little bit of talk with Keith Meyer. That's all part of our Farmers Union Insurance halftime show coming your way on yourliveevent.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Cruise on over to Hillsboro Body Shop, where they work on anything automotive. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. The guys combine for over 25 years of experience with professional, top quality, and timely automotive service. It's Ben and Tyrell at the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call 701-636-4981. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. If it moves and needs work, bring it over to the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call Ben Alba and Tyrell Lee, 701-636-4981. The Hillsboro Body Shop.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
H509. If you are already a member, thank you. If you are not a member, we would love to invite you to join Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. We remind you every graduating student who applies will receive at least one scholarship through Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. So we can continue this amazing program, please consider a gift this season to Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. Visit H509 Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars website or Facebook page for more information.
The Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans meet after every game. The Hillsboro Vets Club is cheering for the Burros and also very appreciative of the community support of all of their fundraisers, their events, and just stopping in to enjoy the social and great atmosphere at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck, Burros, from all your friends and veterans from the Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Burros sports fans and us broadcasters meet after every game.
Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard shows us the Mayport CG Patriots leading the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 48-12 at halftime. I'm Leif Bakken, Keith Meyer with me, running the camera and doing color. We appreciate his help, especially on a cold winter night, the last week of 2021. I can't believe it. It's like, wasn't 2019 like a couple weeks ago? Because 2020 didn't exist. That's the whole thing. Well, we're glad you're with us tonight here on yourliveevent.com. Glad to have you here. As a couple of the other games, they got canceled, postponed. They got postponed. Hillsboro Central Valley boys were supposed to be at Richland, and we were also supposed to see Mayport CG boys playing at Maple Valley Co-op, but those got moved. So keep an eye on social media and on our website, yourliveevent.com, for those changes. It is the Farmers Union Insurance Halftime Show for auto, farm, home, and business. Visit with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Thanks so much to him for sponsoring our halftime shows. We talk a little bit about what happened in that first half, 2 quarters of play. At the end of one quarter, it was 10-20. The Burros kind of kept it close at the very beginning, and then the Patriots kind of ran away, and then that second quarter, we were just talking during the break, they really ran away with it, 48-12. So what's that tell us? Well, there was only one basket put in by the Burros in that second quarter. It was Smeldon who did a good job driving to the basket and putting it in. But you got to go to the basket, you got to rebound. I think that's the biggest thing I've been seeing. It looks like, according to what I've got here, I mean, you've got some aggressive players like Anderson and Zerfus who are doing a good job boxing out. They're also tall. You have Bradner who's doing a good job getting the ball and putting it back up as well. And so for the Burros, they just got to be able to box somebody out and grab that ball, especially on the defensive side, so they can get a chance to come down the floor with it. And too many offensive opportunities for the Patriots. On that note, we'll talk a little bit about scoring here. As Mesa Larson, the 5'6" sophomore starter, she's got the most points out there, up with 18-23 of those 48. So she's been doing a really good job. 1 3-pointer, she's got 8 field goals, and then she is 4 for 6 on the free throw line. Growth is in there. She's got a bucket in each section as well. Bradner's been doing a good job just getting rebounds, pulling those down with 2. Anderson with 4, and Zerfus with 4 rebounds as well. They've also got some points up on the board. Anderson with 7, and Zerfus with 5. And then there's been some gals coming off of the bench. We saw Stromsit do a good job. Parker came in and also had a nice job and with a couple of steals. That's the big thing here too, Keith, is that Larson, according to my statistics, has 6 steals. So the Burros just have to protect that ball a little bit more, and that eliminates some of these opportunities that the Patriots have had.
Yeah, the Burros played a fairly fundamentally sound first quarter. That's what kept them in the ball game. You mentioned boxing out. They were boxing out in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. I've been watching that and paying attention to that. They were boxing out pretty well. I do believe that Kennedy Olson, had she stayed in the game and not gotten into foul trouble, would have helped considerably, because she was getting loose when she did come back in for that last minute or so of the second quarter. She did it again, driving that right side of the lane and getting some nice shots there. So keeping her in the game would have been helpful. Not that that would have made a 36-point difference, but it would have helped them keep their fundamentals going. But you could see it once the fundamentals fell apart. Mayport's pressure picked up. The Patriots were getting a lot of steals on that full court press. The Burros were obliging with some long, slow passes. And if you get long, slow passes out of traps, they're easy to pick off. And then, Mayport was doing a great job of getting into the basket. And one thing I noticed is that there's several Patriots who can shoot left or right-handed around the basket.
Okay, I was wondering. It looked like Larson was a lefty, and then I was like, wait a second, I think she shot right on one spot, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a great tool to have in the toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's one you should have. It only comes with practice. You need to put the time in on the floor to get comfortable with either hand around that basket. That really helped the Patriots. And then, they've knocked down some threes. They've ended up with some people wide open because they've had some very, very good ball movement. Swinging the ball around the perimeter, getting the ball inside, kickouts. And you mentioned Larson that one time. I think she looked uncomfortable, but she was wide open, so she had time to get her balance, which is key.
Right.
You got to get your balance back, and then that shot goes in.
On the Hillsboro side of things, Hillsboro Central Valley, on their Burros, Kennedy Olson leads the way with 8 points. Maddie Olson scored the other one in the first quarter for the 10-20, and then we saw Smeldon again with that one basket to make it 12. Again, 12-48 on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard as we are getting ready for third quarter action here from Central Valley School. And that's been all part of your Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. For auto, farm, home, and business, visit with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. We've got more great basketball action coming your way, along with, we're going to talk a little bit about the Class B poll that came out this week. So stick around with us. More basketball.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Well, we're ready to start third quarter action. They just changed it to fourth. We're going to play the ninth quarter. Okay, we're rounding all the way around on our scoreboard. Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. 48 for the Patriots, 12 for the Burros as we go with the third quarter. The Patriots will start. It gets quiet here at the Central Valley Gym. I'm Leif Bakken, Keith Meyer by my side and running the camera. We appreciate his help, and we're rolling. Looks like the starters out there for the Patriots as Larson gets a nice pick and able to roll with it. And then it's going to be off the mark, and Johnson with the defensive rebound. Benson, and then up ahead as Kennedy Olson being aggressive, trying to go after it. And a steal once again here for Larson. Growth. She's got 1 3-pointer on the night. Takes the shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Johnson. Olson at the free throw line. Benson turns around in the lane. No good. Rebound Zerfus. Anderson will be in charge of the ball this time. We've seen Larson mostly in charge, but she's had the most floor time as well. Growth trying to drive in. Benson stops her. That was a good grab by Benson, able to slow her down, and they call the jump ball. 7 minutes to go in the third. Kennedy Olson brings it down the floor. Very good freshman for this Hillsboro Central Valley team. This one goes off of the foot of Olson, unfortunately, and out the door.
You had to say it, you jinxed her.
Yeah,
Very good freshman. Doink.
It's a lot of people don't believe in a lot of people do believe in the broadcaster's curse. I've only ran into a few people who don't, and I'm one that tends to think that maybe I do have an influence on this. Growth with another 3-point attempt, not going to work. Smeldon comes up with the rebound. She'll bring the ball herself. She's got a foot on each side, so she keeps the ball alive. Benson, nice job finding Johnson. Larson just playing some great defense as it's knocked out, and Kennedy Olson will be the one to inbound for the Burros. Lots of sons of Hans and Lars and all of those out, and I should know that because this is North Dakota and northwest Minnesota. So
Scandahoovia.
And I'm one of them, so I should know better. Limke passes back to Olson. This one knocked away and into the hands of Bradner. Anderson was going to drive, but she'll slow things down and now move ahead. Triple team, that leaves 2 people open. Bradner will take a long elbow shot, and even though she's tall, Keith, she's going to make it work from where she can, and when you're wide open, you might as well take that opportunity.
Great spacing on the floor that time, so there was a nice, easy kickout for the gal that was driving.
Benson was on that edge and drives a little bit. Benson with her first points on the night. Gotta like that. It is 50-14, though. 5:45 to play in the third. Burros have a lot of ground to make up, but you never know what can happen. Coach Moore didn't like something about that, Keith, as the ball's worked around by the Patriots. Now the ball is lost, and Smeldon will come up with the steal. She wants to drive, but then she'll lose it, so Growth will come up with her first steal. Ball is off in the corner. Johnson pressuring Larson hard and knocked out. We'll see Hattlestead and Sari come onto the floor for the Burros. Benson and Johnson will take a break, and this is a really, really tough inbound spot from that corner for Larson. As I say that, not too much of a problem for her. Growth gets it and brings it to the top of the key. Larson gets a pick again from Bradner. There's a good job by Hattlestead picking up that roll. Zerfis to Groth. Limke doing a good job playing some tight defense. Bradner at the top of the key trying to get to Zerfis. Running out of time on the shot clock, though. This one goes across, and a foul going to be called. Sorry, got nailed in the face by the ball, as the foul will be put on Limke, her first, and team foul 1 of the second half.
That drives coaches nuts. You work so hard, you play good defense, shot clock's about to run out, and then somebody fouls and makes all that work for naught.
Zerfis kicks back out to Larson, who drives into the middle of the lane. Lucky bounce for her, but she's been quite the shot tonight in general. Good job there for Mesa Larson, a 5'6" sophomore. So she's got a couple more years, and Coach Moore talked about those sophomores for the team as Smeldon was trying. I don't know if she was trying to pass to Sorry or if she was trying to go for the shot there. Groth comes up with, I'll call it the steal. Larson drives to that baseline, now kicks back out to the elbow area. We'll work it all the way around. Three-point shot from Anderson. Swish. That's her second three-pointer of the night. 55-14. 4:10 to go in the third. Sorry, drives in. Here's a nice little shot. I like the way it looked, Keith, but didn't quite fall. Bradner comes up with the rebound as Larson brings the ball down the floor for the Patriots of Mayport CG. Nice pick, gets around it, off the board, gets her own rebound, up again. No good, another offensive rebound. There's the foul.
Yeah, that's kind of a cardinal sin when the shooter gets their own rebound. It makes you wonder where the defender went. You just can't let things like that happen.
Looks like 4 Burrows are set to come in as Bradner takes the shot and misses the first one. She's got another one coming her way. Ensign, Benson, Gallagher, and Johnson are back on the floor. Bradner with one more shot and quite the lead for the Patriots. She will make that, and unfortunately for her, fortunately she made it, but 1 for 4. So that's the person you want to foul, Keith, if you know that statistic, but hard to keep that basketball smart in the back of your brain while also playing, as a foul is called here on Sorry. That's her second. I must have missed the other one. It is team foul 2, though, in this second half. Olsen gets the inbound pass, kind of blocked back into her. Here's Gallagher on a free throw shot. She'll go into the scorebook. Good job. 16:56, 3:30 to play in the third. Anderson comes to this near side wing, drives back up. Ooh, a little bit of a weird hop. It looked like a travel from up here as Zerfis tries to save the ball, nails the wall. Looks like she's okay, but we will see 5 new Patriots come onto the floor. Stromsit, Parker, Morowski. Looks like we'll also see, let's see, I already said Stromset. Try to get them all in. Danica Hansen is a 5'6" sophomore as this shot's put up and no good for the Burrows. Rebound comes down to Parker. She'll bring the ball down the floor. Unlucky roll there for Stromset, but she'll get to go shoot 2 as Dovenmuller is set to come into the game for the Burrows after the first shot. First one will bounce off the back and through. Dovenmuller steps on. Benson steps off, as that was Benson's third, and the second shot good for Stromset. She's 3 for 4 on the night, 58-16, 3 minutes to play. Gallagher on the drive, kicks out to Johnson. Maybe took an extra step there, but the official's going to let it play out. This is Danica Hansen with the ball in the elbow, takes one dribble, found herself open, so takes the shot. Rebound falls down to Ensign. Last off the Patriots, who have that 58-16 lead in the third. Kennedy Olsen bringing the ball down the floor. Double team, tries to go for the desperation shot, misses, and Stromsit will be the one with the rebound. That's Hansen bringing the ball. That's Kinsey Hansen wearing the number 4. Morowski. Hansen, Danica Hansen, picks up the ball. As we approach 2 minutes to go, good job by Olsen, really pressuring her. 3-point shot on the way from Hansen, no good. Rebound will be a foul as Johnson was trying to box out her opponent. And Morowski. I'm going to get it. Got to figure that out, Keith. Timeout going to be called as it's 58-16 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Patriots leading the Burros on your live event.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
58 for the Patriots, 16 for the Burros on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. The Patriots a little late coming out of their huddle, but that gives the Burros an opportunity as Kennedy Olsen was trying to find Dickoff in this near corner, but it flies past her. So unfortunate turnover. Kinsey Hansen and Danica Hansen will be in charge of the ball. This is Danica. Driving, finds herself getting around Olsen. Ensign trying to gather the ball, knocked down, rolling for it. Officials are going to stop that before it gets out of hand. It was a good job by Parker. We also saw Morowski get in on that for the Patriots. Nice little bounce pass. Excellent job. Danica Hansen, her first points. And Stromsit with the assist. Olsen getting hassled by Hansen. Nice job by Smeldon getting that one as she was also being pressured hard. And that turnaround shot partially blocked, goes out of bounds, but the Burros will get another opportunity here. Substitution. Stromsit to sit down, and this is Kaylee Paulson. I looked down, Keith. Did you see who scored?
That was Ensign.
Oh,
got loose on the inbounds play.
Great job for Ensign making it in the scorebook. 60-18 now with the Patriots leading as we approach 1 minute to go. A little bit shallow shot there for Hansen as Smeldon comes up with the rebound. She'll bring the ball up herself. Finds Olsen on the near side. Excuse me, that's Gallagher. Now it's Olsen. Hand off to Ensign. Trying to do that curl and goes up off the glass. Oh, she almost had another one. Unlucky bounce off the inside of the rim. Rebound falls to Parker. She'll bring up the ball, and then she will back off. Trying to look and find a teammate. That is Morowski. Now on the baseline is Hansen. Kicks it to Danica Hansen. Three-point shot on the way. Rattles home. Good job there for Danica Hansen. She's got 5 points as we are 8 seconds to go in the third, 63-18. This one taken away by Morowski. As a last second shot is not a shot after the buzzer. 63 for the Patriots, 18 for the Burros on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. We're going into quarter number 4. Stick with us on yourliveevent.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities. They're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
They came out of quarter break a little bit early as Gallagher was driving. That's Sadie Gallagher, the 5'7" freshman. She got fouled, so she's got 2 shots on the way as it goes quiet enough in here that I decided to bring my voice down as well. Morawski's the one to get the foul. Her second, according to mine, as Gallagher can't quite get those to fall. Rebound for Hansen. It'll be Hansen on the near side. That's Danica Hansen. A nice job by Smeldon trying to get that one away, and a foul going to be called. They're going to put that on the Patriots. Danica Hansen, her first. And during the break, we were talking about running clock. It is 63-18, and the clock is running here in the fourth. So do not be alarmed. That is the mercy rule. As Ensign kind of takes a turnaround desperation shot. Morawski had the rebound, and now Hansen. To Parker, who is driving, and she picked up her dribble and put it back down. Coach saying, hey, that's all right, giving her a little encouragement. So Burrows have a wide open lane there for Johnson to work with. A little bit shallow on her shot. Rebound is loose, and a jump ball will be called. Good job by Morawski, and got to appreciate the aggressiveness of Smeldon.
Burrow's getting much better shots this half. Can't always get them to fall, but again, fundamentally, they're taking decent selections on their shooting.
Ball is knocked loose by Olsen, and then it's gathered back up by the Patriots. Danica Hansen passes it down to Kinsey Hansen. Tries to drive in. Kind of a hook shot put up. Rebound is Parker. So another offensive rebound, as we talked about at halftime, that the Burros need to shut down. And there's a great steal for Smeldon. She's trying to drive up ahead to Ensign. She's open off the glass, just a little bit too high. Rebound, unfortunately, falls defensively. Good opportunity, though, for the Burros as they try to capitalize. And sometimes that's just how it goes. 5.5 to play in the game. Long two-pointer for Danica Hansen. Why make it hard on yourself like that, Keith? Just step in. Here's the drive by Olsen and a foul. Both officials on that far side, they go up with the same thing, as Hansen will get called for that. Her second, team foul 4. Ensign will take a seat. Hattlestead will come onto the floor. She gets the ball into Olsen, who gets stopped at the elbow. Now Gallagher getting pressured from Hansen, trying to find Hattlestead, but it'll be taken away now by Hansen. Danica Hansen. Three-point shot on the way over the top of the rim. No good. Rebound falls. Ooh, Danica Hansen, I think her foot was on the line, but there was no official there as the shot is taken by Stromstedt. No, excuse me. That's Paulson. And Johnson backed her down again. Coach talked about them getting a little more aggressive in the last few weeks, and that's just one of those situations that we've seen it. 3 on Johnson, 4 for both teams for fouls. This one off the back of the rim for Hansen, no good. Offensive rebound and putback for Morawski. 67-18 as we approach 4 minutes to go in the game. Olsen drives in. They do count the basket finally as a block is called, and Olsen grabs her gut, and hopefully she's okay. She's got one shot coming her way. Looks like Sari will be coming in for her. We do see Maddie Olsen step onto the floor. Johnson will take a break. And one of the Patriots stepped on as well. That'll rattle in, and that'll stop play. So the 8th grader, Addison Sari, can step on. The freshman, Kennedy Olsen, can get a good break. Danica Hansen will bring the ball down the floor with a lead of 67-21, 3:35 to play. This one over the top of the rim, and it looks like it will be saved in, and then a jump ball. Still trying to track down. Oh, that's Stromsit that came in there during the free throw. Sari brings the ball up the floor for the Burros. Gallagher, she'll do a short pass to Smeldon. She'll take one dribble, in and out, no good. Unfortunate there for Smeldon. Morawski with the rebound. Hansen, wide open, wing three on the way, comes up short. This one saved in over the top of Olsen's head into the hands of the Patriots, and then the pass and put back by Stromsit. As the Burros have this one taken away. Parker will be in charge at the top of the key. Is that a three-point shot? No, long two-pointer was on the way. A foul by Gallagher. Will be 2 shots coming up for Paulson. That is the first foul on Gallagher. Team foul 5. Both teams have 5. 69-21 lead. Make it a 70-21 lead now for Mayport CG. Hattlestead steps off. Limke steps back on. Here's the second shot for Paulson. Also good. So if anything, Paulson goes in the book with 2 points from the free throw line. 2.5 to play in the game. 50-point lead for the Patriots. Limke comes up with the offensive rebound. Nice job. Here's Maddie Olsen trying to put the ball up. No good. Rebound is going to be loose, and she saves it back in, but it goes into the wrong hands. So credit a steal there for Parker. Limke had the rebound. As I look back up, there's a great drive for Paulson, so I guess Keith she'll get more points on the board tonight with that nice field goal and the assist from Stromsit. Smeldon trying to drive into the lane, and this one, official down low looks to the side, and he says, we're going the other way.
That last basket by Paulson was a great execution of back door. She saw that her defender was kind of sleeping and watching the ball, so she took off to the basket and got a nice assist from the girl at the high post.
Great job by Johnson for the Burros as we go to that end, and a little bit of loss of control there for Danica Hansen as she was trying to drive the baseline, and Johnson just kind of stood her ground and forced her to go out of bounds. Ensign looking for a three-point shot from the handoff from Kennedy Olsen. Great job. As Ensign scores her second basket, this one from beyond. 73-24. We're approaching a minute to go as Dickoff will now come up with a foul as Paulson was driving.
When Ensign made that three-pointer, I don't know if you could notice it or if the fans noticed it on our broadcast, but Ensign made that shot, and as she was turning, she kind of put her fists out like, finally.
Yeah.
She finally got one to go.
Yeah. Got to be happy with making that, as the first one here for Paulson is made. She's looking for her second, and that will also fall in. She is 4 for 4. Good job for Kaylee Paulson, the 5'7" sophomore and guard for the Patriots team. Olsen was trying to find Ensign. It got past her, and Dickoff jumps out to grab it. The 5'9" sophomore couldn't quite handle it as it goes out of bounds. So the Patriots will get another chance at it as we approach 40 seconds to go in the game. A 75-24 lead for Mayport CG. Looking to move to 4-4 on the season. The ball is knocked away and loose. Finally stolen away by Smeldon. Looks like it's going to be stolen back by Hansen. No shot clock involved now as we're under 20. And they're just going to try to kill time, I think. Dickoff trying to come out and get that 5-second count. And now Danica Hansen will just dribble out here, and that is how things are going to close out. 75 for the Patriots of Mayport CG, 24 for the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll add things up and talk a little bit about our game. We'll also be coming up with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Halstead Telephone, Postgame Connection, and the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. All coming up on the Postgame show, and we'll get an interview hopefully with a player and coach from Hillsboro Central Valley. Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Patriots win 75 over the Burros 24. We'll be back in just a bit.
Now at Norman County Implement is the all-new 4710 Massey Ferguson tractor with 100 horsepower, 3 remotes, cab air heat, and has a loader with an 84-inch bucket. All this tractor with all accessories, $72,000. Talk to Chuck O'Neill and get the best deal at Norman County Implement. Call 218-784-2961 or stop by their lot on Highway 9 North Ada. Norman County Implement thanks you for your business.
Olson Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. Find all of your hardware needs. If you're doing yard and garden work, Olson Hardware has the lawn and garden tools, rakes, shovels, hose, and more, plus all of your lawn care needs too. If you're getting ready to do your outdoor projects this summer, stop by Olson Hardware, pick up your paint, stains, and all of the accessories. And if you're in need of a mattress upgrade, be sure to stop in and check out the amazing Rest Mattress. Olson Hardware can repair your major appliances too. They are your full-service hardware store, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro. Stop in today.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
This with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Reed Insurance, Terry Reed and Julie Larson, serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, crop hail. They're here to help you with the insurance you need. Located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro, call Julie or Terry today at Reed Insurance, 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the insurance coverage you need. You can depend on Reed Insurance.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield and all Delta dental insurances. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Soar Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro, for when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair. Visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken as this one closes out with a score of 75 for the Patriots from Mayport CG, 24 for the Burros from Hillsboro Central Valley. I'm Leaf Bakken, Keith Meyer by my side. Thanks so much to him for running the camera as well. And as we get a little post-game statistics here for you, and then we'll also talk about our other features coming along as well. And hopefully we get Coach Haley Loud up here and maybe one of the Burros as well. Let's start off with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros and their statistics. I have them only 1 for 3 on the free throw line. They did not go to the free throw line very much tonight. The leader in points was Kennedy Olson with 9. She had 4 on the field, and she was 1 for 1 at the free throw line. 11 rebounds in the first half, 6 in the second for only 17 total. Then you have 5 assists with your leader being Olson with 2 of those 5. And then in the steals category, 6 total with 4 coming from Smeldon to lead the way. No blocks for either team. So keep this in mind, Keith. 17 rebounds is what the Burros had in that whole game. So that's going to be key as we talk about the Mayport CG Patriots. Their leader in scoring was none other than Mesa Larson. She had 25 on the night. She was 9 on the field and 1 3-pointer, and then she was 4 for 6 on free throws. Then the next one was Anderson with 10, who had 2 regular field goals and 2 3-pointers, and then a handful of, a couple of players with 5, and Danica Hansen, who came in late in that second half. She had 7 with 2 on the field and a 3-pointer. We have to credit Paulson, who came in and scored 6, 4 for 4 on the free throw line, along with the field goal. They were 14 for 22 on free throws. Here's the rebounds. Remember, our number was 17 before. 19 rebounds in the first half for the Patriots, 14 in the second half. That adds up to 33. And so that was the big struggle for the Burros, is trying to box out, get things in the right spot. The other key is going to be steals. As I get to that, there were 7 assists for the Patriots. Your leader was Stromsit, who had 3 of those 7. 23 steals for the Patriots, Keith. And your leader was Larson, who did a good job picking the pocket. She had 7 of those 23 to lead the way. And then you had a handful of people, such as Anderson, Zerfis, and Parker, who each had 3 of those 23. So that adds up to 9, and then you have the other 7. So, 16 right there from 4 players. That's pretty good, and again, just comes down to taking care of the ball and bringing the ball down the floor. I think there were some opportunities there that the Burros had, but just trying to, build confidence and bring it across the floor.
Yeah, it's game experience, getting used to the situations on the floor. And one of the fundamentals you can practice, I mentioned it before, is picking up your dribble and then jump stop so that you're in balance. You're not falling over when you pick up the ball. You can select either foot as your pivot foot. You can pivot around. So that's one fundamental that the Burros need to work on and solidify. But when you have, when there's that many steals, it's something that, give credit to the Patriots. They were playing aggressively. Their confidence grew after that first quarter. They played a little bit tentatively in the first quarter. And then after that, they just realized, okay, let's go after this. And they were looking for the ball. They were ball hunting, and it worked out very well for them.
After one quarter of play, it was a 10-point game, 10-20, 20-10, I should say. Patriots over the Burros the whole time, 48-12 at half, 63-18 after 3, and then 75-24 after 4. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, looks like we have Smeldon with us. We're also going to have Johnson join us and Haley Lout, head coach of the Burros. So we'll take a quick break and be right back with some interviews and talk a little more about the Burros and what's coming up next for them on yourliveevent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
Welcome back on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bach, and Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard shows us a final of 75-24 Patriots over the Burros here from Central Valley, as we have the freshman Haley Smeldon with us, 5'8" freshman guard forward. Haley, playing aggressive again tonight. Is that kind of one of the keys? I know Coach had kind of talked about being aggressive, and that really helps out when you're playing a team like Mayport CG.
Yeah.
When I look at my statistics here, you had 4 of the 6 steals and you had 7 rebounds, and 5 of those coming in that first half. So, did Coach say, "Hey, get in there and grab the ball," or was it one of those things where, "Hey, instinctively, I just need to get in there and get this ball and take care of business"?
I was more like, I need to get the ball, take control, and start scoring, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, and you tried to do that, especially in that second quarter. You were driving to the basket. Talk a little bit about what you guys have been working on, especially in this kind of weird time when it's you're trying to have Christmas. It's supposed to be a nice break, but now you've got this game that comes up and trying to close out the year.
We've been working a lot on rebounding because we don't really do much of that, and talking. But we don't do much of that. We say we are, and we just get out there and we don't, which is a problem. But yeah.
So is that what the team New Year's resolution is, to talk a little bit more and try to grab those rebounds?
Yep, it will be.
That sounds good to me. Hey, you do a great job out there, Haley, and again, I appreciate your aggressiveness. We again talking about last time when we talked, you talked about wanting to be a leader and stepping up to the plate, and I think you are. And so good to see that. My last question for you is, what was your favorite gift you got for Christmas?
Probably my sweatshirts that I wanted.
Perfect. Sweatshirts are great.
Yep.
We appreciate it. That's Haley Smeldon. She's a freshman for this Hillsboro Central Valley Burros team. Unfortunate loss for them, 75-24 against the Patriots. And we'll be coming right back with Tessa Johnson on yourliveevent.com.
North Dakota State Law requires students attending school to be up to date on immunizations that protect them from life-threatening diseases such as measles, chickenpox, mumps, or pertussis. Trail District Health Unit reminds parents to get your children all the recommended vaccinations for their health and the safety of our community. Contact Trail District Health Unit if you have any vaccination questions or if you would like to schedule an appointment. Call 701-636-4434 for Trail District Health Unit.
As we return, we are now talking with Tessa Johnson, the 5'6" sophomore for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, and unfortunate loss, Tessa. But talk a little bit about what you guys, what you've been working on personally, and you've been playing really hard. You played some JV tonight, and Coach said you got to play some varsity, and the minutes you put in, they look good.
Yeah, we're just trying to work on the offense and then passing around the ball more and just get the best pass. The shot up and just working hard as most as we can, and then For me, mostly, I've been just trying to practice my shooting because I'm not the best shooter, but just trying to improve on that, and yeah.
You had a couple of rebounds, and so it kind of goes like I was just talking with Haley about being aggressive and trying to get in there. Have you been working on your rebounding as well, trying to put a little extra time on that?
Yes, and boxing out, yeah, working on that.
I know. I definitely noticed when you did get the ball, or you're talking about your shooting. You did try those drives, and so do you have a preferred spot? Do you like a baseline shot? Would you rather? Of course, anybody would like to take a layup. That's the easiest thing. But what's your preferred place?
Probably the mid-range. Mid-range is probably my most favorite, but just trying to, if I'm open, I'll try to take the shot.
Talking about aggressiveness again and talking about rebounding, I noticed a few times you did a great job on defense. You forced Hansen to kind of go out of bounds on that one. Is that something else? Is that just standing your ground? I know I'm not a very big guy, and I was never very aggressive in basketball, but is that something that you've been, okay, I'm going to stand here, this is my spot, nobody's going to take this away from me?
Honestly, it just happens. I didn't know it was going to happen, but, it's always if you have the chance to do it, do it.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you have the chance to stop the ball,
Right.
Just, help on defense, yeah.
So, what's your New Year's resolution for the team? What do you want to work on to get the Burros a little bit better?
Sorry.
That's
just,
okay.
Improve on, passing around the ball, shooting more, and, working on, the team, chemistry and stuff like that, and then talking more. We need to talk more on defense and offense. We've been trying to work on that.
Gotcha. What was the best present you got for Christmas this year?
Honestly, a blanket.
That's all right. Blankets and sweaters are great. Those are great
Yes.
gifts. Hey, good job tonight, and on to the next one, right?
Thank you.
That is Tessa Johnson for the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll be coming back with Coach Lout.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com. Leaf Bakken now with the head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Haley Lout, as unfortunately moving to 1-7 now with a 75-24 loss. And Coach, I'm going to start with the negative, and then we can move to the positive. But we talked about being aggressive, and I think we saw that tonight from your team. But when you compare 33 rebounds to your 17, that's tough. You got to put a body on somebody and bring that ball in. They had a lot of offensive opportunities.
Yeah, so we've talked about that too. We've got to start boxing out. We've got to start putting a body into someone. So that's something that we've just got to continue working on throughout the whole season. Unfortunately, they're out rebounding us, and that's showing on the scoreboard too. So we've got to be able to want the ball. We talked about that, the difference between going after the ball and wanting the ball. And tonight, it didn't seem like we really wanted the ball. We were just going after it. So we've got to start wanting the ball more than just going after it.
And then the other thing that we kind of talked about you guys working on, but ball protection, 23 steals for them. That's just too many. So what do you have to work on? What do you do in practice to ensure that you're bringing the ball down the floor all the way?
Yeah, so we've kind of implemented during this break kind of a passing drill. They're working on our chest pass, over the head pass, a bounce pass, and kind of that baseball pass, and going to your pass. Right now we're struggling going to your pass, and the difference between actually jumping to the pass and just walking towards it. So we've got to kind of force them to keep doing that. Pass fakes are huge right now. So the beginning of the game, we started out really strong with that, and it showed. And then we started to kind of make those silly mistakes with our passes, and then it started to show. So passing is a huge thing right now. We've got to clean up those turnovers, and once we do, we'll see that score go down. We're not going to be beat by that much. But right now, unfortunately, our turnovers are the main problem. So.
Do you blame it on Christmas fatigue? We kind of talked about that in the pregame, but is it that they're in a break, so you're in this weird mode where you're like, man, I'm still on break, but I have to play this game, and you know.
Yeah, I do think it is a factor in there, and we've just got to, the girls kind of got to get through it. We talked about, yes, we're on break, but not from basketball, okay? So we've got to focus on basketball. We've got to get into the gym. We've got to show energy. So we talked about tomorrow, we're getting in the gym, and we're going to show that energy. We still are going, and we talked about a loss is only a lesson. So we take that lesson from this game, and we go on, and we improve.
I like that. A loss is only a lesson. As talk about some of the positives now, and we talked about aggressiveness. Hey, the girls played hard. I mean, they got in there. We talked, Keith and I were saying in that first quarter that they really boxed out. I mean, you're only down by 10, and it looked like we were going to stick around for quite a while. And so rebounding started off good, and the aggressiveness, maybe a little too aggressive from Kennedy, but things look good to start off.
Yeah, I thought offensively we started to attack more. We were making better decisions on our shots. We've been working on kind of finishes through contact, and we saw that, and I thought that was a lot better today. It was just that once we got tired, we kind of started to steer away from it. But offensively, I was really proud of the girls. I thought they looked to score, and they showed good effort.
A couple of other things. I mean, you brought Haley Smeldon up here for a reason. You brought Tessa Johnson up here for a reason. Haley will be my Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, which we'll talk about in a bit. But, man, she's a firecracker. She wants to get out there and get the ball, and she wants to be a leader for this team, only being a freshman. So you got to be proud of that.
Yeah, her energy is awesome. I just love watching her go after that ball. She wants it, and she's diving after everything, which is really cool to see. And, yeah, she's fun. And we've noticed now she's kind of taking care of the ball a little more. She's able to go down the court and keep control of her dribbling, which that was kind of a huge thing at the beginning of the season. We were losing kind of ball control before she could finish, and tonight I thought she did really well of controlling her pace and being able to slow down her body.
Well, the next stop is Larimore, which you saw not too long ago. That will be on the 6th, so there is a decent amount of downtime now. What's the plan? You've seen them before, and so you have an opportunity to get back after it.
Yeah, we've got to stop their main shooter. Like tonight, we put Tessa in there, and I thought she stepped up defensively, and we really liked seeing that. She's talking, she's hustling after everything, so hopefully use her a little more in that game too, and just come out strong defensively and talking, and being able to clean up those turnovers, because that's going to be a big thing. That was a big thing in that game, is that we're passing and then we're getting the ball taken away. Well, that's harder to defend than setting up our defense. So right now we've just got to be able to control that ball and making smarter passes. And once we do get across, not to just throw up the first shot. So we've got to be able to play at a fast pace, but be able to slow it down and look for that better shot too. So that's going to be our main focus for that next game, and clean it up, and then we're ready to go.
Any other keys that you want to take away from tonight to the next?
Big thing tonight is that we've got a positive was our offense. I was really impressed with it, and we saw some good things. We're going to continue to work on it and make it better, but they're in the right kind of direction in that case. And then just focus on those turnovers. That's going to be a big thing for the rest of the season, is those turnovers. They're killing us right now, and it's showing on the score, but once we clean them up, they're gonna show everyone, and I know they're a fun team to watch. They want to play, and they're young, and they're only going to improve from now. So we just got to focus on the things that we can and take one game at a time.
Coach Haley Lout of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Best of luck at the next one, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back on yourliveevent.com.
Valley General Store is ready for your business. Valley General Store is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the intersection of Highway 200 and Highway 75. They can meet many of your needs with hardware, plumbing, electrical, tools, groceries, meat, fresh produce, frozen foods, baked goods, paper products, pet supplies, and other household goods. Check out Valley General Store's Facebook page for the weekly grocery sales flyer. Now open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. It's Valley General Store in Halstead.
Pizza, 784-3700. Specialty Pizza, Calzones, Signature Pizza, Famous Cheese Squares, breads, salads, wraps, 8-inch subs, paninis, pasta, traditional chicken, chicken wings, nachos, tacos, specialty treats, appetizers. Sweet treats, too. Dine in, carry out, curbside. West Main Pizza, 784-3700. More than just pizza.
75 for the Patriots from Mayport CG. The Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley, 24 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. I'm Leaf Bakken. Keith Meyer by my side. We appreciate his help, and let's get to a couple of these things as the place clears out. And it's a cold night. It's time to go start the pickup and let that warm up as well. I want to start off with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, as I mentioned, Coach. And I got to give that to Haley Smeldon. She did a great job being aggressive. She did a great job trying to get in there and rebound. And she has the desire to be a leader of this team. And she told us that in the last game when we were here in Central Valley. And so I hope that for her, and I hope that her teammates recognize that and put her, I don't want to say put her on a pedestal, but a little bit. I mean, she wants to be a leader, and if that's what she wants, then good for her. And she brought the energy tonight. So congratulations to Haley Smeldon on our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Work is complete on Line 3. You can learn more about Enbridge and the Line 3 pipeline at enbridge.com/line3.us. Let us go now to our Halstead Telephone post-game connection. Let's see. Discover local reliability you can trust with Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com for more information. I've got to give the Halstead Telephone post-game connection to Miss Mesa Larson, who just shot the lights out tonight with 18 on the field and 1 3-pointer, and she did pretty well on the free throws as well. She could make the connection off the board and through the string, and so that makes her the Halstead Telephone post-game connection. She did a great job and a good leader on that team, only a sophomore. And Coach Moore has a good set of sophomores he's working with on that team. A handful of seniors, handful of juniors. Great job there. And last but not least is going to be our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Now is the time to get your meters in. Get those ready to go. So then all you have to worry about is hooking up and getting into the field. RDK Enterprises, their locations are Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Learn about available rebates and financing from them, RDK Enterprise or planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises, Precision Player of the Game. I think I got to go back again here to Mesa Larson. She scored a bunch of points, 25 of the 75. She had 7 steals of the 23 steals. She didn't have as many assists, only 1 assist out of the 7, but she was a good leader, and she made the right passes, she made the right movements, she made the right breaks for the basket. Coach Meyer, you could tell me if I'm wrong, but that's a good sophomore on her way at Mayport CG.
Yeah, I think she's got not only the skills, but she's also got some basketball court sense. That's what you need in a guard, and especially, she's going to have the point guard role on that team. Being aware of the court, the surroundings, where is my offense, where are my teammates, where is the defense, what kind of defense are they playing, where's the avenue where I can attack the basket, where do I need to drift around the perimeter so I'm open for a kick out, and those are all court sense things that you learn when you play the game, when you watch the game. If she continues with that, if she keeps picking up little tidbits from watching other basketball games, that's going to help her a lot, and she'll be on her way.
I want to make a few mentions of a few other things, and we'll wrap up here. The 5th Class B girls basketball poll was released. Kindred still remains in the number 1 spot with 11 first-place votes. 4 wins Minnewacan in the 2nd, Grafton in 3, Linton HMB in the 4 slot, Central Cass in the 5. So those remain the same. A little bit of shifting in the back end. Shiloh Christian moved from 7 to 6. Rugby moved from 8 to 7. Thompson dropped from 6 to 8. And then Garrison was not ranked, and now they're number 9. Langdon, Edmore, Munich staying at 10. And you can find those, I believe, online. Others getting votes include Cavalier, Edgeley, Colon, Montpelier, Bowman County, and Lemoore, Litchville, Marion. Those are in the hunt, you could say. At this game, we saw a first quarter of 20-10 with the Patriots leading the entire time. It was 48-12 at half, 63-18 after 3, and 75-24 final on our Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Coach Keith Meyer, retired coach, but we appreciate his insight. We appreciate his help. It's been a cold night, and so it's time to go start the vehicles. Final thoughts, Coach, on tonight's game. I think we saw some improvements since the last time we talked and the last time you saw the Burros.
Yeah, I think some of those fundamentals are starting to sink in. It's easier to execute those fundamentals when you're not tired. The second quarter, when a little bit of mental fatigue starts to set in, the fundamentals kind of went out the window. So they've got to get used to maintaining those thoughts in their head of where they need to be on the court. They need to think about boxing out. Offensively, that's coming. They made better choices on offense tonight. But the court awareness thing, they got to maintain that as they get tired. And if I can do one more thing, I'd like to give a shout out to Randy Vegan. He's been at that scorer's table for years since he retired from basketball. And his son, Brent is coaching at Montana State, as everybody around here knows. I'm just happier than can be that Brent has taken his Montana State Bobcats. I believe I got that right.
Yep, you're right.
Okay. Taking them down to Texas and going to face the Bison. That's going to be interesting for Brent. I mean, I'm sure his allegiances are with the Bobcats right now, but he has a lot of history at NDSU. That's just going to be a great thing, and I couldn't be happier for Brent and Randy. That's two nicer gentlemen you'll never see, you'll never meet. Good for them.
On that note, talking about football, we're going to let you go so you can all watch Minnesota's Golden Gophers take on West Virginia in that bowl game that is kicking off just about now. So we'll leave you with that. Unfortunately for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, they fall to 1-7 on their record. But the Mayport CG Patriots, they go to an even 4-4 now. And so looking forward to some more Burro basketball in the new year. Keith, in the new year. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Hope you had a good one. And a Happy New Year coming your way as well for Keith Meyer and the entire Your Live event team. I'm Leif Bach, and thanks so much for joining us tonight on a Tuesday night, the last week of 2021. The Patriots of Mayport CG winning over the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 75-24. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody, and have a great night and a Happy New Year your way.